Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer, and I'm out on another walk. A tentative walk today because I'm out on a cold, snowy day at the beginning of March, and I've just come down this precarious route here with this slowly melting snow, but very, very slippery. I've just parked my car here. One of my lovely viewers suggested that I come and have a look at Greatham Bridge. It's an old medieval pack horse bridge, I suppose, going across the River Arun. And I thought, yeah. So I set off this morning. There was sunshine in Worthing. Greatham and the Greatham Bridge is a little north of the Downs, towards Pulborough, I suppose. And suddenly, here, it's gone misty and grey, but I have the bridge in front of me. Here it is. It's a beautiful bridge. I may fall over as I go across this because of the snow and ice. I was unaware of this bridge. It crosses the River Arun, and the River Arun is a very strategic river for this part of West Sussex, because at one point it was quite navigable. It isn't so much used for navigation now, but here we get on this beautiful old bridge here. You can see from the stonework that it dates back quite a way, and I believe it dates to the 13th century. You've got these little passing points here that they traditionally have. Of course, it's better viewed from the side, and I shall go and do that in a second. I just thought it was worth crossing the bridge just to get to the other side. You can see all the snow and ice and everything, and it's only really wide enough for one car. I believe that during the English Civil War there was a bit of a skirmish here as royal forces met up with the parliamentary forces. But it's very quiet, and it's very, very lovely. There's a sign here that says Greatham Bridge, private fishing, members only. Well, I'm not actually going to do any fishing, but just without falling over, let's see if we can get a bit of a view of the bridge so that you can get a good idea of it. Here we go. I have no intention of falling in. I believe fairly recently they had a grant to do a lot of restoration work, and in fact at the far end there, the bit I crossed at the beginning has a much more modern metal bit of bridge. But I think if I go back over, I can get a better view up on the other bank. So that's what I'm going to do. And as I go over, this time as I go back, and it is brightening up very, very slowly, we'll get a bit more of the river for you. And you can see here the raised bank, part of the old footpath that goes along the side. And then, even though it's freezing cold, I did notice some swans out. Here we go, let's have a look over the parapet wall here. Just trudge through some of this snow. Beautiful old bridges. I'm a sucker for bridges. I think they're very important, of course, because they are means of getting over from one side of a river to another. But I just think they're most delightful things, especially the older ones. And we don't build ones like that anymore. Past this, I don't know when this metal bit was, but that looks sort of I don't know. It looks 100 years or so ago that they did all that. Now, I think if I just carry on very carefully, because I'm a bit nervous about slipping over on this hard surface on the ice. If I get onto that bank over there, I should be able to look back at this wonderful bridge. And that's the aim. Oh, there's a stile here. Here we go. Again, it does say members only, but it is a public footpath, so let's just climb over here. can hear a woodpecker somewhere in the trees, in the distance, drilling away into the trunk of a tree. Right. Oh, here we go. This is magnificent. Just feast your eyes here, ladies and gentlemen, as I come down here. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful old bridge? It looks a little saggy, doesn't it, at the top, as it strings its way across. It's absolutely delightful. On a nice sunny day, of course, it'll be a hell of a lot better. And the water seems to be drifting through a fair old lick. I'll just take a bit more of a stroll along here, along the bank. These banks are raised up quite high, and I imagine that's because at some point the river, you know, in some of these very wet days, probably floods, probably comes right up here, and obviously there's farmland all around, and they wouldn't really want that to be flooded. It is brightening up, and there, oops, behind me, maybe I can just get down a bit more without slipping over. Let's see. It's not so easy. There we go. We're getting down, and now we can get to see it a little better. There we are, look. If I just come down here through these reeds with the snow crunching underneath my feet, we get the view of the river. I wouldn't want to fall in, that would be very, very icy. Beautiful. I love all those arches. I don't know how many it has. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 large arches. And then I dare say probably a similar sort of amount the other side, I don't know. But it's got to be one of the most stunning bridges in this part of West Sussex. Well, in another video I'll come back and I'll have a look round Greatham itself. I believe there's a beautiful church and an interesting village, and there's another village here, I think it's called Wagonholt, which is tiny, and it's also got the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds, a sort of bird sanctuary to look at. So I'm indebted to my lovely viewers who give me ideas and suggest places. And here, as we're in March, getting close to spring, I'm passing a beautiful old oak tree, which is clearly just waiting to burst out into leaves, which will be great. Well, anyway, from the amazing Greatham Bridge, thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. Do tune in again, and I'll leave you with the view behind me. As I say, take care, and do subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Do make a comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. It's just splendid.